Wendy Report with Wendy Mesler.
Hello. Our top story. In the wake of massive lava flows, the situation in the Democratic Republic of Congo continues to be one of devastation, ruin, and hopelessness. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Regina. Troubled megacorporation Enron is teetering on financial ruin, leaving investors holding worthless stock. In a related story, Enron's executive board was awarded the Nortel Prize for Company of the Year. Elsewhere, the financial problems for the bankrupt Kmart just keep getting worse. Today, they have to lay off the K. There was a press conference held this week by heavyweight boxer and noted eloquent speaker Mike Tyson.
You can't touch me, you're not man enough. I'll eat your Oh, anybody in here can... It's the ultimate, man.
Be still my beating heart. I can hardly wait to read his autobiography. Mike Tyson, long, whole mother, son, story. Prince Charles has done such a fine job handling his son's substance abuse problem, he's taking on a bigger new challenge. He is going to try to rehabilitate Ralph Klein. Okay, time for our panel. From Calgary, Conservative leader Joe Clark.
Yes, indeed. Hello, Wendy. You the man.
From the Yarmouth Gazette, Ted, the timid journalist.
Hello, Wendy. It's a pleasure to be on your show and represent my part of the country. I thank you.
And from Ottawa, broadcaster Craig Oliver. Hello, Craig.
Hello? What are you doing there? Where's Lloyd?
Okay. Walkerton. The O'Connor reports places much of the blame for the E. coli outbreak on Ontario government cutbacks and Mr. Cable. What do you think of cable, Joe Clark?
I don't have cable. I have a dish.
Mike Harris said he never made any government cuts recklessly or without thought. Ted?
I agree that Mr. Harris has never hurt anybody except for maybe doctors and nurses, teachers, some public servants, ambulance drivers, people waiting for open heart surgery, hydro employees, welfare recipients, auto workers, environmental protection groups.
Good point.
I'm not finished.
Yes, you are. Mr. Clark, Canadian troops are going to Afghanistan. Your comments?
Yes, indeed, Wendy. Canada is committed to sending 750 soldiers.
But we don't have the military planes to get them there.
Well, exactly. That's the beauty of it. We commit them, but we don't actually have to send them.
Craig Oliver, your thoughts?
Wendy, I'm with CTV. Will somebody tell me why I'm here?
Okay. The British Columbia government is making massive job cutbacks to the civil service. Mr. Clark?
I'm beginning to wonder why Craig is here, too. Wendy, 11,700 BC civil servants are losing their jobs, or as I like to say, they are being Mike Harrised.
Craig?
Wendy, it is indeed a difficult time for all those British Columbians losing their jobs.
Well, what would you say is the worst part?
Well, now they'll have to move back to Ontario.
Okay. Taliban terrorists are now being flown to the U.S. base at Guantanamo Bay. Mr. Clark?
Yes, indeed. The Al-Qaeda are experiencing the one thing they never thought they would encounter in their lives.
And what's that?
Being on a plane that landed.
The Olympics are approaching. Let's talk about Canada's chances.
Please don't ask me. Please don't ask me. Please don't ask me.
Ted.
I
am going to ask Mr. Clark for his thoughts.
Well, Wendy, I for one will feel the swell of patriotism when skater Katrina Lemay-Doan carries our flag during the opening ceremonies as Canada fulfills its quest for the bronze.
Now, you mean the gold.
Oh, I speak from personal experience, but I say let's not set our sights too high.
Wendy, Canada is sending our most ever competitors to these Olympic Games. Our slogan is more athletes, less medals.
Jed, what do you think?
I think Craig is an idiot.
Mr. Clark, what does the Canadian team need to do to succeed at Salt Lake?
Canadian athletes need only do one thing to satisfy us here at home.
Give their best effort.
Fill the sample bottles without testing positive for drugs. Mike Harris.
And that's all for the Wendy Report.